Now, if you want to play a guitar, I'll show you. I can show you right on this little screen. First, you have to get an educated thumb. See?
Get an educated thumb. Is that helpful? Does anybody else wonder what that means exactly? Pete? One idea. So when you're playing fingerstyle guitar, as opposed to playing guitar with your fingers, your thumb kind of does have a mind of its own, leaving your fingers free to just wander and tell the story. Gary Davis would talk about how the fingerstyle guitar player had 3 hands. 3 of them. You have your right hand, which is your thumb. You have your left hand, which is your chords. And then you got your fingers, which is your melody. That's another hand. And you put all those together, and you got the fingerstyle guitar. And I can't think about that much at once. It's actually not helpful either. I know it's a lot, so don't overthink it. If you're new to fingerstyle guitar, don't overthink it, and don't start with like Jerry Reed like I did. It's important, it's helpful, it's really efficient if you find the right tunes when you're learning fingerstyle guitar. Otherwise, you're gonna get your fingers just tangled in knots. Let's see here. The most effective way to learn fingerstyle guitar, I think, is not to learn fingerstyle guitar patterns, it's to learn fingerstyle guitar tunes. Otherwise it would be called pattern style guitar. That's kind of hard to say. Pattern style guitar. Pattern style. Now, Lonesome Valley, this is one of the first tunes I give my students. These beautiful videos off Pete Seeger's Rainbow Quest. Man, this show was awesome. You have to watch this show. You have to watch this show. If you dig into it, you get to find things like Donovan just being face melted by Rev Gary Davis. Want to be my friend. Jesus came and taken me. How could you even perform after seeing that, after witnessing that in person? I would probably look like Donovan looked. When I first started learning fingerstyle guitar, maybe there were YouTube videos about it, but there definitely weren't for like folk music, and there definitely wasn't for Mississippi John Hurt. So when I found this video, I dug into every detail. I obsessed over it. And for that very reason, I send my students off with this video as well, and witness for themselves that you can basically just move around one simple shape. But what I really love about this tune is how easy it is to hear the bass motion against the melody. And you're always rocking strings 6 and 4, no matter what chord. So it's really great for thumb independence. It's a really great example of limitations creating something beyond limits. That would make a great shirt. Okay, imagine this shirt, and on the back, folk guitar, limitations beyond limits. That would be good. That would be good. Hey, you should buy this shirt. You can buy this shirt. I think it's in black, but on the website. Isn't this sweet? I love this shirt. I love this little doodle. All right, but jokes aside, what I mean is that this melody, it's as old as the hills. Lonesome Valley. He's taking this melody that he grew up hearing and he's adapting it to his guitar, using the tools he has, the limitations that he is confined in. And with that, he creates something super unique, something that nobody else made up. It's exactly the same as being a kid in your bedroom and just making up chords. John Hurt was doing that, informed by a folk tradition, of course, but It's just a beautiful thing. I just love it. Anyway, the song's really easy once you get it under your hands. Great for a first fingerstyle
John
tune.
Henry was a steel driving man.
All right, this next tune, Spike Driver's Blues. Uh-oh. Same guitar player, same video. Who cares? I'm telling you, the Rainbow Quest stuff is not to be missed. Don't overlook that show. I would love to do a little show like that, if I'm being honest. If it's not coming through, I would love to do Rainbow Quest Part 2. You know, get Nat Myers over here, get Willie Carlisle in the door. God, that would be sweet. Rainbow Quest is a good name, too. Especially these times, you know. God dang it, these times. Rainbow Quest. It's the best. So this song's similar in concept. We're making a lot of music with a very small amount of chords. So we're just using G and G7 pretty much, and finding all kinds of really cool little idiomatic guitar things inside of those two chord shapes. So many guitar players who make fingerstyle guitar their mainstay that cite Mississippi John Hurt as an influence. He's just such a pillar for the fingerstyle guitar community. Now, over the last year, I've been doing some heavy lifting to kind of create some greater awareness for the technique and brilliance of one of the best fingerstyle guitar players you could ever check out, and that's Blind Boy Fuller. From North Carolina and extremely influential in his day, once my students kind of have their thumb pretty well freed up, I get them going on some Blind Boy Fuller. One of his most popular tunes, and maybe the most popular country blues tunes. I mean, even Bob Dylan covered it. Step It Up and Go. What I love about Step It Up and Go, I mean, it's almost the opposite of the Mississippi John Hurt school. We're using actual chord forms. And the basses and the melody, it's actually it's all mangled up. It's hard to tell what's what. It's well known that his style and technique is marked by Rev Gary Davis, and you can hear it in a lot of his tunes, but Step It Up and Go, what I love about it is it doesn't sound like anybody else. It's Blind Boy Fuller. Now, I don't think there's a right or wrong way to play folk music. I'll never think that. But there is a degree of accuracy you need to have in order to get the vibe of the tune. Like, style is learned, but you'll always have your own. It's one of the great mysteries of music. And if you want to learn more about Blind Boy Fuller and his style, what makes him tick, I got a whole series for you, ready to go right here. I hope to see you there.